Right, an emotional tribute for Timothy Dean. This as dozens of people came out tonight here in West Hollywood on the one-year anniversary of his tragic death.
Say his name, Timothy Dean. Say his name, Timothy Dean.
Holding candles and signs bearing his image, dozens paid tribute to Timothy Dean.
His sisters asked me to be here to represent them, and he has a massive basketball family in the United States. And this man was loved.
One sister even called in from the East Coast.
Today has really been a somber day for us. We went out to the cemetery, and it's so real now, being that it's actually 1 year today.
The 55-year-old fashion consultant died inside the apartment of wealthy Democratic donor Ed Buck, the home described as a den of drugs and death.
No one deserves to be taken in that way, injected with a drug.
Prosecutors say Buck lured vulnerable black gay men to his home with drugs and money, causing two of them to fatally overdose. 26-year-old January and Moore also died back in 2017. Buck is facing federal and state drug charges.
I don't think that I even grieved my brother's death until Timothy Dean died. That was my first emotional breakdown when I got the news that Timothy Dean had died, because it was kind of like reliving my brother's death all over again.
Tonight, the community renewing their calls for justice.
I don't trust the criminal justice system. The criminal justice system has often failed communities of color, the queer community, and other marginalized communities, and that is why it is so important for us to be also fighting in civil court.
And tonight, attorneys for the victims' families announced that they filed civil lawsuits against Ed Buck, including for wrongful death. In the meantime, Ed Buck has pleaded not guilty to all federal criminal charges. Reporting live in West Hollywood, Saucedo, KTLA 5 News.